Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome to As We Art.
Episode 10.
What is happening?
Let's make it 10.
10. That might say low to some people or...
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Again, this is As We Art. It's a podcast. It's a YouTube channel. We're talking about the art we're making right now.
Yes, what we're doing in the moment, what's inspiring us, and we want to hear from you. What's inspiring you? What are you creating?
Yeah.
I'm Candace.
I'm Monica.
And that is the 10th time we've done that.
Yay! Yay us. Yeah. If you're new here, welcome. We're so psyched. And if you don't know, we don't use a script. This is one take. So if there's any edits or mistakes, that's life.
Yeah, we're winging it. So bear with us and come along for the ride because it might be fun, you know?
Yeah. And apparently last week on episode 9, for the last 2 minutes, our mics decided to stop working randomly.
Yeah.
We don't know why. We're hoping it doesn't happen like that again today. We're hoping our sound is good.
Yes.
But we are really glad you're here. So yeah, let's get started.
Let's do it.
What art are we working on?
Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay. Monica's going to go first.
I'll go first. This week, my art is not a lot of visual to show you. It's writing. I'm so excited. I had just a rush of energy for writing. For any other people out there that do creative writing, sometimes you do it regularly every day. Sometimes it just comes in spurts, and I have to ride that wave when it hits. And this week I did a lot of writing. And, drum roll please, I submitted. So submitting your writing to a literary journal or to some sort of contest, it's a big deal. It's like sending it out there and just in someone else's hands.
Yay!
And I did
Tiny
it.
finger claps so I don't make the mic make weird sounds. Yay!
Thank you. So, but I want to hold myself accountable, and this podcast helps with that. And so I will keep you guys informed. There's 2 things I submitted. One is a short story, which is fiction, called Float. Oh, no, that's my essay. One,
Scratch that.
Hold on. One is a short story called Doing Time with Virginia Woolf. Definitely fiction, right? It's 2 women in a prison cell, and one of them is Virginia Woolf. And so that is a short story, and that got submitted to a literary journal this week. Mm-hmm. And in fact, yeah, I mean, I don't need to say the name of the journal, but I'll let you know if I get accepted, rejected, shortlisted. We don't know what will happen yet.
Yeah.
The second thing I did was I submitted my essay, which is nonfiction, called Float. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that went to a different literary journal. And you really have to research. If you're doing this, please give me any tips you have or any shortcuts. I've just been looking at so many online and publications in print of journals and what genres they print, what they prefer, what their vibe is like, because you don't want to submit it to the wrong place. It costs time and money to do this, to submit, just to get a rejection slip. But I know.
You never know.
You never know. You never know. Most writers say 30 to 50 rejections for every yes.
That's a tough profession.
That does a lot on your psyche.
Yeah.
So I have this like idea in my head that I will submit my writing to various places, and maybe they'll get printed or picked, or maybe they won't. And then there's always the option, that's kind of like a backup plan later in life, to self-publish, which I don't want to start with. I want to do this. So that's fun.
That's awesome. Congratulations on submission.
Thank you. I'll keep you guys posted. And the other art I did was, last week I showed you 2 stained glass panels that I'd already cut. Mm-hmm. One was for the Harlem Renaissance literary covers, and one was a new experimental profile with, I'm doing a hand gesture, colorful triangles of thoughts or hair or however you interpret it. It's abstract.
Plus a pattern of a lady in blueberries.
Let's not. That was I can't even believe I posted that picture. If you're not following us on Instagram, you are missing out on some gems.
Go to Instagram. You can see what we're talking about.
Even our failures, the stuff that we don't like, it's on there.
Yep.
So for sure, if you're listening on the podcast, awesome. If you're watching on the YouTube,
I like it.
Calling it there are some visuals there, but certainly the Instagram's going to have some of the references we're making. So I wasn't able to grind the glass because our grinder, I want to say I want to say it malfunctioned.
I say it shit the bed, but whatever.
I'm giving it hope. I don't think it's dead. I think that it's having a rough week and it's a little bit tiny bit broken.
Through something. It needs some time.
Yeah. So I boxed it all up. The manufacturer takes it back and repairs it. It's called The Grinder by Technoglass.
Technoglass. The people that probably fix your windshield.
Really?
Same company. Yeah.
Oh, how funny. I didn't know that. They're in New York. They're really nice. They said, oh, just put it in the mail, ship it back. We'll fix it. It's an expensive machine. So we didn't want to just let it go.
And it's been awesome. We've had it for years and years and years. Yeah. So.
And we've only had to send it back one other time and they fixed it and got it back to us.
Yep.
So in the meantime, because we need a backup that's a good quality grinder, we did purchase another one. And that's brand new, still in the box. I haven't set it up yet. I will, because I really want to grind. But it was interesting, right? When you're on this like momentum and some equipment just not fails, but some equipment changes occur that you didn't expect.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be optimistic. It made me rethink. So I had to put my glass aside for a moment because I can't go forward until I can grind. And I need to set up the new grinder to have as a backup. But I sketched a new pattern for my next project. This is 3 projects down the road.
This is the thing we were talking about the other week where Monica has several projects going at once. So her brain can do that. Mine can't at all.
I totally can. I'm the one with a stack of books on my nightstand. I can have several books going at once, several projects going in different phases. I know you like to stick to one project and see it through.
Yeah, makes me feel not so anxious.
This is a sketch I did of a new pattern. It is of a woman reading a book under a tree. And it's beautiful. I'm really excited about this because I have a lovely friend from Afghanistan. Her name is Zarifa. And she's... Hi, Zarifa, if you're watching. I'm naming this Zarifa. It's her world. She is well-read and writes poetry. And she's lovely.
Her poems are awesome.
And she is a woman from Afghanistan with an education. So if you're not familiar with how incredible that is, because unfortunately a lot of people in the world, especially people in America where we are coming, the United States of America, where we're filming, we take education for granted. And so for Zarifa, who is a young adult, she's in her early 20s, to have been able to get an education and been able to actually become a tutor and teach others, it's moving and inspirational. And I just have always wanted to make a stained glass panel with other cultures in mind. I'll be honest, there aren't a lot of people in our neighborhood wearing hijabs. And I hope I'm saying that right. Hijab, the headscarf.
Yeah, I don't know, but it sounds right to me. So feel free to correct us if we're wrong.
I think that's the way to say it. But regardless, it doesn't matter because I have in my mind more than normal. Our Islamic friends, our Muslim communities, that people in the world that are just getting bombarded with horrific things right now from the United States government. And that's not why I did this, but I drew this inspired by Zarifa, and I'm going to be entering it in a gallery contest. It's an exhibit. It's not a contest. There's a gallery exhibit coming up called...
It is juried though. So I think that's why you were thinking contest, because it has to go to a panel and they choose what art goes in the exhibit. So
yeah, there's no winner.
Yeah.
But
you win a place on the wall.
You win a place on the wall. They reject at least half. I mean, sometimes they get over 200 entries and they only pick 75 to 100 to hang in this exhibit. And the topic was out of this world, which I think for some people might conjure up other things, but I feel like with reading, I'm able to escape this world. And so I really wanted to do a glass panel of someone reading. And I was inspired by Zarifa.
That's great.
So art, writing and drawing a pattern.
It's a busy week.
It's good. I feel
great.
privileged to be able to do this. So we want to know what you're working on. Is there any art mediums you're trying out? Is there anything that you get like a burst of energy to suddenly work on? We would love to know if you can tell us. You can put it in the comments on YouTube or on Instagram. Or message us. Some of you still direct message us, which is awesome.
It's great. We love it. We'll respond. It might take us a minute, but we'll respond.
Candace, what art did you work on?
This week. So I actually we got an awesome prompt from our friend Val, who's a glass artist. We've talked about her before. She does Dublin Glassworks, right?
That's her handle.
Okay.
At Dublin Glassworks.
She's amazing. But she on YouTube gave us a prompt and said in our previous video, we had talked about there being infinite pie for artists. Don't compete with each other. You know, there's an infinite amount of money, notoriety, whatever it is you're after. Just supplies, anything to go around. So support each other, you know. But Val gave us a little challenge to give a visual representation of infinite pie. So this week I was working on a pattern for that in lino cut, and this is what it looks like. Thank you. Monica's helping me move my other project off of it. This is my visual representation of infinite pie. So I am going to make this as a lino cut, and I'm going to make it as a reduction lino cut, which this will be my first time. If you don't know what that is, I'll explain. Allow me to explain. Basically what it means is you're going to print different layers of color of this lino cut, but every layer you print, you remove more linoleum. So basically what you're doing is layering colors, but anything you carve away in between layers shows the color you printed previously. I know that's like a time warp for your brain.
But the important thing is there's no going back.
There isn't. So I had printed this, which I will hold up, and it is the first layer of the lino cut. So what I did is I just printed the entire lino
Before
carving with this purple background. So now, once this dries, I will go in and carve away some of this pattern and then reprint it with another color. Anything I carved away will stay purple. Anything I didn't carve away will get printed with the new color.
Okay. And you're trying to do 3 layers of color?
I think I'm going to do 3 layers. It's my first time. I'll probably mess something up, but that's fine. It's an experiment.
It's so exciting. I come into the room and there are 6 purple rectangles hanging on the lino cut clothesline, drying. And I said, why don't you just start with 1 and see how it works, and then you can print more.
You can't.
You can't go back. You have to print as you go to get multiple colors, which is just, it blows my mind. I still can't quite wrap my head around it. You're going to carve away, and whatever you carve away on the next print stays purple, but the new color is whatever is not carved yet.
Exactly.
Okay. And then you'll go again and carve away. And
which will stay the next color, and whatever isn't carved will get printed with the third color. So
there's no going back. You have to try 5, 6, 7 all in one run, because that's it. You can't even go back and make a multicolor thing again once you start carving with this. So I'm really proud of you. You're starting with 6 to see if any of them turn out.
Yeah, and part of that is because you do have to do test prints when you do lino cut, because you want to make sure that what you think is printing is actually going to print. But then also you want to have a good run of a few prints because inevitably something's going to go wrong on one or more of those.
Like what?
So something might not print correctly. Your paper might move while you're using the Baron and then it's smudged and you can't use that one. Or you get a fingerprint on something or whatever, hit something with a roller like I did. So out of the 6 I printed, honestly, if I can get like 1 or 2 that is good, that's awesome. So
if you're making 6 of these and you want to eventually sell them, right? Print 1 of, are you going to put 1 of 6 or 1 of 3 if only 3 come out like you hope?
I will only put 1 of however many actually got completed and are sellable.
It's so exciting. So this is a process. So keep your eye on our podcast every week to see how Candace's next project is progressing. Because the other thing is that why this is taking longer than other lino cuts, the ink you're using.
I'm using an oil-based ink, which is new to me, and it needs a long time to dry. It's not like the water-based inks that I've used for previous tests and stuff. They dry really they they're dry enough within hours that you could do something else in the process. But with these oil-based inks, they are water and soap washable, so I don't have to use like turpentine to thin them out. But they still take like 5 days minimum to dry. So
I think it's worth it. They have, I think, more depth to the color, but also a little bit of a sheen. Is that the right word?
it's just like more buttery looking and feeling.
It's not as matte
Yeah.
looking. I love it. So I'm really excited for that. That's great. Good job.
Thank you. It feels like a dream because there's just so many steps in the process and it just feels very extended. I feel like I did a whole bunch of printing yesterday, but it feels like it was a month ago. So,
oh, really? That's interesting. So we'll be posting pictures, like we said, on Instagram of each step.
Yeah.
So those are the artistic things we did this week. We'd love to know what you're working on. If you're brave enough to send us a picture.
Yep.
We had one viewer send a picture of things she made this week, which was awesome.
Yeah, super cool.
It was Brenda. And what she does is she finds really cool, colorful magazine pictures, like thick magazine pages, cuts them out in a certain way and recycles them to make envelopes, which is what she uses in the USPS. Like she mails letters with a stamp and these envelopes come in your mailbox and it's just like this explosion of color. It's awesome.
It's really cool.
And she sent us a picture of her latest batch, which is incredible.
Which she's doing while out of town as well. So yeah. Double whammy for Brenda.
I know, while traveling.
She gets 2 applauses.
Yeah. While traveling, making art. And there isn't a right or wrong way or a bad or good time. Like just do something a little bit creative. We'd love to hear what it is because your art progress inspires us truly. And this podcast is it really is holding us to it. We are finding ourselves turning off the TVs, putting our phones down more often than we used to, and working on art.
Yeah. And we're all a community and we all want to uplift each other. And, you know, the more we can motivate each other to stay in the creative and not get stuck in like the news cycle and stuff, the better. I mean, of course, remain informed, but also don't torture yourself, you know?
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So inspiration.
What's your inspiration, Monica?
I talked about Zarifa.
I'm dancing with my shoulders because I know.
Oh, you know one of them because I brought it. I'll start with that. I brought this amazing album that I just got this week. I could do an entire year's worth of podcasting on my love of this movie. So nice. I won't.
The movie is
Pretty in Pink. Oh my God, I forgot. I'm showing the album to the camera.
For the people who aren't staring at us on YouTube.
For those of you on the podcast, like, can you say the title? This is the soundtrack that I'm holding up the soundtrack to the John Hughes film Pretty in Pink. And this is such an important It was a very important movie to me as a young girl, thinking this is what high school will be like. If you haven't seen it,
it never is.
I recommend seeing this movie. It's available streaming. But the soundtrack was very important to me. I got the cassette tape in the 80s. I was like 11 years old. I played it on repeat. I loved the movie. It wasn't probably totally appropriate for me to watch at that age, but my mom didn't know. The library would rent out movies that were PG-13 to anyone.
Yeah, nice. I mean, I saw Jaws at 4, so
That's
Pretty
young.
in Pink at 11 is pretty tame.
I love this movie. There's aspects of it that might not have aged well, and there's certainly, it's not going to like be a life-changing movie for you if you're watching it as an adult for the first time. But the main takeaway that I got from this movie is the main character, played by Molly Ringwald, whose name in the movie is Andy, is true to herself. She doesn't conform, and she's odd, right? She's artsy. She's weird. She makes her own clothes. She's made fun of by the popular kids, and she finds her people. She finds her found family. She connects even with some of the popular kids. And they're intimidated by her because of ultimately underneath, they're not going to admit that, the popular kids, they're intimidated by someone that can stay true to themselves and their values. I was impacted by this, and I wasn't brave enough to be one of the truly like artsy kids in high school. I towed the line. I was a student athlete, and I was on the school newspaper, and I was on the National Honor Society. I got good grades. I was trying to fit in. But she wasn't, this main character. And it has stayed with me. This movie has been in my life this whole time. And Candace surprised me with this album this week. Why did they reissue this album?
This is going to hurt for anybody who loves this movie. It is the 40th anniversary of that movie coming out.
40.
Yep.
40th.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm 50. It's the 40th anniversary. They reissued the album. It's on pink vinyl, and I put it on the record player as soon as we got it. So I am still inspired by the spirit of this character. I also happen to love the music. The soundtrack is
It's great.
awesome. It's really good. There's not a song on there that I fast forward through.
Also, Team Ducky, for anyone who's seen it.
Oh my God. I can't. We'll leave it at that
It's
and
a
see
whole thing.
what team people are on. But
Yes.
there's a little bit of a theme of a love triangle, which I know is so overdone with one female and two males. It's overdone, but that is kind of part of the movie, but it's not it wasn't my takeaway. But yeah, I love the soundtrack so much, and it is inspiring.
Yeah. It's great. It's great music. So that's awesome.
Yeah. I'll stick with that for instance.
Oh, you unplugged your headphones. Surprise.
Maybe that's why
Somebody, I'm
Mike's
not pointing fingers at someone named Candace. I have not bought longer cords yet, so I will
need a
take the
longer
blame for that.
I gesture wildly and frantically and chaotically. It's just how I live my life with my hand gestures. And I am prone to hitting this
Too
cord.
short.
Okay.
It's too short. It's not you.
Let's move on with inspiration. I know you worked on a lot of art. That's awesome. Is there anything in particular that inspired you this week?
Well, honestly, my inspiration obviously was Val and her prompt for lino cuts. So, Infinite Pie. There we go.
That was the challenge.
My inspiration and provided by Val. So thanks, Val. That was my inspiration this week.
It's nice to have a prompt sometimes. I didn't do it yet. I plan on it, Val. Don't worry. She said, I challenge both of you to create some art based on this concept of infinite pie. And if we don't know what we're talking about, please go back and listen to episode 9. Candace got right on it. She was immediately moved by it. But I thought that was interesting that really motivated you.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I don't necessarily love about myself, but I love a task. If you give me a task, I am all over it. I kind of just jump right in. But I have a harder time like motivating myself or giving myself a prompt or an idea sometimes. my visualization on my own is not the best. So yeah, it was great to have a prompt.
That's a good point. We wonder what you think out there listening. And we are both motivated by prompts because often art galleries that have juried exhibits give a theme.
Right.
Sometimes they don't. And that theme can get your mind running like, oh, what would I create with this theme? But more often than not for me, I am just plucking things out of obscurity mostly from my dreams, when I'm sleeping, my dreams, I often dream about art. That's where a lot of pieces I've made come from. Certainly nature. But where do you get your ideas? Are you better with a prompt, a theme, a challenge? Or do you think of things just out of the blue? Or where do you get your art ideas? We would love to know. And some people really like just to follow a pattern that someone else has created to like, oh, I want to do something artistic, but I'm going to follow this pattern so I know how it'll look in the end.
Yeah, some people enjoy the like creation or the tasking part of it more than they enjoy the actual like brainstorming part. But if you have brainstorming tricks or any sort of tricks you use for prompts for yourself, let us know. We'd love to hear them. So
yeah, everyone's different, but I like learning how different people tick. And maybe you're versatile. Yeah. Like maybe sometimes you are caught on your own wave of creativity and you can think of your own ideas, or sometimes you really just go after something that's a theme. We'd love to know. It's just fun to learn how other artists work.
Yep.
But yeah, we're here. It's 10 episodes and we wanted to take a second and ask the community if there's anything you're interested in knowing about us. If you have specific questions, we are pretty much an open book. And so we would love to know. We've done this once before in a different format. We were doing some like, Meet the Maker video series on our YouTube channel years ago for stained glass, our glass over Teakettle. And it was really fun to have these questions coming in from people that we could answer in form of video. So we thought we would just throw it out there. If anyone has questions about anything we're working on artistically, any of our inspiration, things that we've mentioned, anything, we've done 10 episodes now. Yeah. And so if you have questions about us, we would love to know. Yeah. And thank you for being here. This is so fun to show up every week and keep making art. And we realize it's a privilege and we feel very grateful.
Yes. Double applause for all of you. Thank you. Yay.
Is this a new thing?
Well, I'm trying to clap so that it doesn't pick up in the microphone and give all these people that are listening horrible feedback.
Okay.
So I'm doing a 2-finger clap because it's basically just your finger pads touching and it doesn't make a sound.
Okay. So for those of you just listening, we both have 2 fingers.
It's a lesbian clap. Double finger clap.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes. So I just blushed a little bit, but why'd you call it a double clap? Is it because we're both doing it, or is it because it's with 2 fingers? Okay.
So it's a good question. That's where my brain went. Double clap.
Yeah, I'm like,
2
double
fingies,
clap. Okay.
2 little fingy bones.
There we go. But it is a nice way to clap without...
Yes, without hitting your mic or making awful clapping sounds in people's ears. So you're welcome, is what I'm trying to say.
We're so glad you're here, enjoying the double clap.
Yes.
And comments, questions, send them in, like, follow, subscribe. Anything you can do to help us grow our community. We're here for it. We're here for you. You're here for us.
Yep.
It's awesome.
And we are so appreciative. Thanks for hanging in there with us. We're at 10 episodes. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
As we are, it turns 10.
Turns 10. This is our 10th anniversary.
Totally counts.
I love it. All right. We'll see you next week at our 11th anniversary.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.